Come here. I was hoping that was gonna kill him. Yeah, so I guess 2 Wolfpacks really is the optimal recipe. Okay, so just as a preface to the video coming up here, if you're looking to make Wolfpacks, then obviously you need the blueprint, okay? You could easily get the blueprint right now, or more easily than previously, since Embark did an update just within the last day or two with the Flickering Flames event, but it's across all maps. You just get more blueprints in general. So you might be able to get the Wolfpack blueprint, and then you can farm up resources to make Wolfpacks. And then likewise, if you're doing the expedition and you're saying, well, I'm just going to lose my blueprints anyways, what's the point? Also, what's the point of farming Wolfpacks? The season's going to end. Well, you can still play the game and you can have a heck of a good time. If you've reached the 5 million goal, then maybe you could do a little send-off and make a bunch of Wolfpacks and see if you could just take, solo the matriarch in just a couple minutes or something like that by throwing 30 Wolfpacks. I don't know. Look, I'm just covering how to make Wolfpacks and a loot route that you can use here. I'm a little bit sleepy in this live commentary, so I wanted to do this preface here just to make things a little bit more clear, because I do have a few verbal typos in my commentary, which I do apologize for. So make sure to just check the description or ask me any questions in the comments, and be sure to sub to the channel. That really helps out. So it takes 3 explosive compounds, 2 arc motion cores to make 1 Wolfpack. Okay, you can see that in the refinery here, or in the explosive station. Go to the Wolfpack. Explosive compound, arc motion cores. Okay, so, and then therefore, how do you get those things? Okay, you can make explosive compounds with crude and oil. So to make 3 explosive compounds, you need 6 oil and 6 crude. Arc motion cores you can make with arc alloy. It's 8 arc alloy to make 1 arc motion core. You need 2, so it takes 16. So even if you don't get arc motion cores, you can easily get 16 arc alloy in any run. Just pick up just loot dead corpses. Nobody loots freaking wasps and hornets and fireballs and pops. Okay, the pops have like 2 crude explosives as well, by the way, which you can then turn around to put into your explosive compounds, right? Crude explosives takes chemicals to, you could refine chemicals into crude, but I don't advise it, okay? Because you can easily harvest crude explosives in raid, right? Like I said, you can get typically 2 per pop, and they just drop in lockers and stuff. So there's typically no reason to waste chemicals to make crude, because chemicals is very valuable otherwise. But I'm just saying, if you just need that little bit of extra crude to make your 5th Wolfpack or something like that, and it just takes a few chemicals, then go ahead and do it. So you want to try and farm chemicals regardless, along with the crude, the arc alloy, the arc motion cores, the explosive compounds, and you'll see in this run, the first thing I open, the first thing I loot, I get a Wolfpack. So you can just loot Wolfpacks too, but obviously that's completely RNG. Maybe you'll find a Wolfpack in I think I found it in a grenade tube, but that's like 1 in every 10 matches kind of a thing. It's just complete RNG. So you can never really rely on the epic drops. Even the rare drops are quite hard to reliably farm for, but the uncommon and common resources are very easy to farm for. So if you farm for these things, then you can easily mass produce Wolfpacks, right? Yes. Okay. So this is the route I take to farm Wolfpacks. You go to rocket assembly, then you go to fuel control, then you hit up the little breachable room, and then if you got time, you can hit the bunkers. I've got a Raider hatch key. I've got this Patina 4 that I'm messing around with. I've had quite a few PvP encounters tonight, so I do have to watch out for that. But yeah, if you just want to burn through a bunch of Wolfpacks, make some fireworks, take down a bunch of arc, and kind of go all out before the expedition resets, this is, or after the reset, this is a good way to farm up some mats to make More Wolfpacks, but obviously pending that you get the Wolfpack blueprint after the reset. So to make Wolfpacks, we need 3 explosive compounds and 2 arc motion cores. We can make explosive compounds with chemicals, although I don't advise it, just because explosive compounds are so easy to farm from arc enemies. Pops drop like 2. Arc motion cores take 16 arc alloys to make. So you can also just farm up arc alloys and crude explosives and grab oil, because you need oil to make explosive compounds, right? Oil and crude, right? And the arc motion cores is just arc alloy, right? And then the equivalent of 6 oil is 36 chemicals, right? Or is that 6 crude and 6 oil? I'd have to do the math after, but yeah, if I spend too much time talking, I'm not gonna get to farm anything. So this is also a good place to go get your rusted gears, or your rusted, your rusted gears and your rusted tools. And there's a Wolfpack right there. What do you know? What the? Okay. Might as well put that there. Complex gun parts. See these shelves here have like turbo pumps, which, oh, there's the turbo pump. It seems to always be there. Rocket thruster. You can find Exodus modules in here. But the idea is that we want to try and farm as much oil, chemicals, because they're common resources, they'll be easy to stack. Turn synthesized fuel. I do need mechanical components, but they don't stack very well. Let's see if, you know what, before I finish looting that side, I'm going to go check these lockers here. Check all the lockers. Hello. There's your rusted tools. Wait, okay, there is lockers up there. Oh, I can jump up here. Sometimes there's... Can I not get up there? I wanted to play with my Bettina 4 before reset because I made like a whole bunch of these at tier 4. This is only at tier 3. I sold them all to get my stash up to 5 million, so I just started. Now that I'm at 5 million, I can just kind of make quality items again and actually use them instead of worrying about donating them to a cause. Okay, so water filter turns into canisters, which you actually do need to make Bettinas, by the way. The pumps turn into oil. I do need springs. I think the turbo pump only salvages into steel springs. It does not recycle into it, and I do need springs, so I'm going to do that. Rocket thruster, synthesized fuel. I guess I can just turn that into oil. I'm not looking to sell anything. What's the point? Money doesn't do you any good anyways, other than meeting expedition requirements and stuff like that. I'm gonna need rubber. I'm gonna need metal. This is something I could sell or recycle. Crude is essential. Springs. We'll see if I get more mechanical components, but I doubt it. Okay, magnets. I don't really need magnets. Well, I just can start my chemical stack right here, because oddly enough, I don't have any yet. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna hit these blue lockers. My sense of awareness is not great because I'm trying to record this video. Canisters, mechanical components, that's good. Metal parts. There's the Exodus module, which seems to be almost guaranteed every time I come in this building. I'm not interested in magnets, but because I'm in an Exodus building, I could potentially get a stack of magnets and sell that for quite a bit. Although I'm, like I said, what's the point of selling anything? Really? This is pretty crazy here. Okay. Complex gun parts, Exodus module, magnetic accelerator, and a Wolfpack so far. Almost 3 rusted gears. There's the update. We get more blueprints. We get oil out of those pumps. Almost a full stack of oil. Anyways, that's the bulk of the looting in here. If you want to loot really fast without breaching and making a lot of noise, you just hit all those lockers and you grab the stuff off the shelves. But if you're like me, and you got time, and nobody's around, or if people are chill, you can make a bunch of noise. More mechanical components. I've got the breaching perk where I get resources when I breach, and it can be quite good. Sometimes when I breach like Rocketeer husks, I get like arc circuitries. Stuff like actual rare items, not just... I get steel springs quite frequently from breaching, so if you're looking to spend money to reset your skill tree, or if you are through the expedition anyways, then that's good to know. Also, these containers can have little shelves in them. Right here. Industrial chargers always convert to... Man, already working on my second stack of rusted tools. So these will recycle into springs, but they only salvage into metal parts. So just like the turbo pump before, you can only get springs by salvaging it. Same with, like, I think ruined accordions, you have to recycle to get the spring, you can't salvage, right? The unfortunate thing with rusted tools and rusted gears is they're heavy as hell. So there's still quite a bit more to breach in here. This building generally tends to get... Well, that was unfortunate. I was not expecting 2 of them. Seeing if there's anything else to breach here. I thought I saw something. Anyways. Might as well take the crude explosives off the pops, right? And the arc alloys for the arc motion cores. Right, I can get rid of those voltage converters if I'm strictly farming for Wolfpacks. I'll do a bit of backpack management once I get out of this yellow zone and into the building next door, which is not as popular. Therefore, a bit safer to sit around min-maxing my backpack. But yeah, see, like, all of these pops salvage crude explosives on the pop trigger. Usually they have crude explosives as well, or look at that, arc coolant for chemicals, which I need. Yeah, I forgot to use the tracking tool. That is super annoying. I was going to do that for this video and just track Wolfpacks and crude explosives and everything, explosive compound, and then that way it's just way easier to actually farm. Just see if any of these are breachable real quick. There's gonna be some panels. Okay, well, I think that's good enough. Okay, so now we're gonna move over into the next building, which is fuel control, and this has tons of oil. Oh man, that's some serious lag. Might as well take the arc alloy. Just check around, make sure nobody's looking at third party. I do need simple gun parts, electrical components. Remember arc components, arc alloys, arc motion cores are part of the recipe for Wolfpacks. So if you run it, you don't have to necessarily run around farming drones, wasps and hornets, but you can find plenty to loot typically. Is that a leaper out there? Because that could be some arc motion cores. Okay, I do need to get out a Wolfpack. I think that would be quite good. Or I have trigger nades too. Probably just a couple of these now. No? Come here. I was hoping that was gonna kill him. Yeah, so I guess 2 Wolfpacks really is the optimal recipe. Okay, I've got my smokes. Where's my lures? Did I not bring them? Oh, there's a Rocketeer over there. Could probably take that out with this patina too. Explosive compounds. Arc alloys. Arc circuitry. You never know. That Rocketeer sounds like it's getting closer. Did it see me? I wonder if I could take it out. No, I've got 14 bullets left. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so... what else can we put here? I think the magnetic Exodus module is probably worth the most next. Unless we get a full stack of wires. A full stack of wires is worth more. Okay, so there's this little room. Is it here or does this one go outside? I can't remember. Yeah, this one goes outside. Got 2 oil mechanical. Ooh, advanced mechanical components. I do need those. Get rid of the light bulb. I also don't need this jolt mine blueprint. I don't think anything's over there. Sometimes there's advanced electrical components sitting around on these computers. Okay, but all these breachables in here Oh, it looks like somebody actually spawned here, maybe? There's always this little drawer to loot. Some chemicals. Metal. Jeez, so this is where you come for mechanical components. And ironically, I was gonna make this video about farming up patinas and Wolfpacks, since that's what I'm using here. And that's what I just started making. Because if you're upgrading patinas, any rare and epic weapons, then you need advanced mechanical components, which means you need a lot of springs, you need a lot of mechanical components. Five chemicals. Ooh, over encumbered. So you have too many rusted tools. I don't know if that's PvP going on out there or what. Actually, you know what? I'll take the arc power cells over the Exodus module. Okay, let's stack stuff together. I guess I'll just recycle some of the rusted tools. One wire is not great. I can break these voltage converters down. I already have 2 stacks of metal. Hey there. Pick up some more rubber. Hey, I'm friendly, don't worry. Someone can go up there. Oh. Somebody is not friendly out there. And this guy stopped running as soon as I spoke up. So you can only come in through here or here. Okay, well, my safe pocket is in order. It's in order. One wire is not gonna do me much good. If I had like at least 5, that'd be better. Although I am making silencer 2s for my patinas, as you can see here, and that takes like 8 wires. So, I feel like what should I get rid of? Probably crude explosives. Nah, get rid of the metal or something. Right, okay, what am I gonna stack? Still don't know if somebody's hanging out here. I think advanced mechanical components are worth more than arc circuitry or advanced arc power cells, and I need them more right now anyways. Okay, so what's going on out here? Last minute extractors over there. I'm probably just going to use the radar hatch key, but I might hit up the tunnels because the tunnels are a good source of springs.
An arc orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing.
I'd rather have batteries than magnets.
To get out of there. I repeat, 10 minutes.
And I'd rather have magnets than 2 stacks of metal. Okay, so don't pick up any rubber, don't pick up any metal. Okay. What other common resources? I guess I just don't need plastic. I'm not making any. How many? Wait. Okay, get rid of the frickin' rubber. Put that up there with the metal. Put all the common stuff up here. Okay, I need to use this radar hatch key. Canisters, simple gun parts. Okay, these are all crafting material. This is my OCD coming out. Okay, rusted gears or rusted tools I need to recycle. Arc alloy. There we go. Okay. Now I can replace the wires if I need to. Of course, I pick the rubber back up. Okay, so I think that guy ran off. Anyways, there actually wasn't that much to loot here. Did he breach over here? I bet he breached this room, didn't he? No, he didn't. Okay, so this is the next room that I come to here. This is usually like a gun case in here or something, like a medical bag or a grenade tube. It's also a good place to fight a leaper from. Am I stacking fabric? I don't think I am. Normally I do, but... There's some wires, springs, medium shield. I guess I'll take that over the extra rubber. And I do need sensors. I mean, what do I get rid of? I guess I just get rid of the blueprint. Wait, the blueprint's worth 5,000, but these are all crafting material. I can't use the blueprint. I already have... I can't use the money, so... Over encumbered. Electrical components. Electrical components and mechanical components are just so hard to stack. Like, this is a rare case where I've got 6 mechanical components within a few minutes. Okay, the medium shield is too much. Let's turn that down into alloys. No, even the plastic is too much now. Okay, so this is when you know it's like it's about time to go, because otherwise I got to basically get rid of rusted tools. I don't know what these guys are aggroed on. I guess they're aggroed on me. So, I mean, there's a raider hatch in the tunnel right there, and there's one right there. So, I mean, I could just scout the tunnel out a little bit, because I could technically stack up more springs and magnets. And a bit more crude, simple gun parts in there, because there's a gun case down there as well. Should I let everybody know on the map that I have a Bettina? I think I'm just gonna... Yeah, so the tunnel entrance is right there, I'm pretty sure. There's also an arc probe there. That could be a good way to get some arc motion cores. So that's the only downside to taking out a leaper instead of like a bastion or something is you just don't get any arc motion cores. Two arc alloy. More arc circuit. Oof. Arc power cell. The one sensor or the one arc circuitry. So I got 13 oil. I guess, yeah, I don't need the magnets. I'll take this and I'll take any small stack. Simple gun parts. I'm using a lot of gun parts right now. Well, I'm not really using batteries, so let's just get rid of that. Plus there's only 3. Okay.
All raiders, we have ARC on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find a way home. I repeat, 5 minutes.
Head home at the departures hatch.
I think I'll just risk it. Over encumbered. But yeah, because you can loot. Did I use my other Wolfpack? Can I take this thing out 4 minutes? what would be the point, right? I'd have to take it out, then run over encumbered. Plus there's a Rocketeer there. Ooh. I don't have enough ammo is the problem. I don't even have other explosives. Otherwise I would so take it out. So that's the one downside to this patina. I brought 3 stacks of heavy and I'm already out. Like I probably could have taken out both leapers with like 2 stacks of heavy on an anvil. So anyways, we'll just call it there. I don't feel like walking around all over the place. Over encumbered just to min-max a few stacks. But let's see, we need... To make a wolf pack, we need... Let's get through this menu real quick and see how many wolf packs I can actually make from what I just looted. And I'll go and track, just so you can see the tracking pop up in my backpack, right? So let's go to workshop. Might as well collect all that. Go to explosives, go to Wolfpacks. Okay, we need explosive compound, arc motion cores. So we go to the refiner and we track arc motion cores, right? Bookmark it. We need explosive compounds. To make arc motion cores, we need arc alloy. That's a raw resource, so we can't track it any further. To make explosive compound, we need crude explosives ×2, oil ×2, and we can also, oil is a raw resource, but crude explosives are actually refined, right? You can make it out of chemicals, so we'll track that too, just so we have chemicals tracked, right? So now, if you go to my backpack, we can track, see what we got for what we were actually tracking. I know I got arc alloys. Don't forget we actually found a wolf pack too, so we got to count that in. Okay, what else was I tracking? I actually got an explosive compound and I got oil. Right, so all of, actually no, here I'm just gonna stow that. There's, that way you can see. This, chemicals make crude. Crude and oil make explosive compounds, right? Crude and oil make explosive compounds, and then arc alloys make arc motion cores. And we did not get any arc motion cores, but we can make it takes 16 arc alloy to make 2 arc motion cores. It takes 8 per. So I can actually make, with 28, I can make 3 arc motion cores. We only need 2. I have 1 explosive compound, and I can make 2 more, the 2 more required, with 6 crude and 6 oil, or actually 4 crude and 4 oil, right? So I've got plenty. I could probably make a few wolf packs, right? If I actually sit down and calculate it, I could probably make like 3-4 wolf packs just from this run, plus 50 chemicals. So if I start running out of crude, I can start refining it into crude explosives, right? But I mean, that was a pretty good run for just hitting up 3 buildings. Mind you, I did take out a leaper as well, which is not something I always do. Usually if I'm just looting, I'm just looting. But yeah, I mean, pretty decent run. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.